Hi there, this is Kamikaze-kun, and this is a video response to the 10 things that I absolutely fucking hate about gaming. Especially in this current generation of gaming, there are some things I just can't take. There's some things I can't stand. Things that happen that, quite frankly, shouldn't happen. Here we go. QuickTime events. What the hell is up with those? Seriously, you play a game and you get stuck somewhere. Like, there's a really awesome end boss, and the way you have to defeat him, QuickTime events. Press this button, press that button. It feels like it completely defeats the purpose of everything you learned throughout that game. Why even have it there? Why even have the end boss there if that's all you're gonna do? Drives me fucking nuts. Downloadable content. I'm kind of two sides of the coin to this one. Sometimes there is good DLC out there. Like Batman, for example. The Arkham series. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Every single bit of DLC for that entire series, flawless. Absolutely loved it. Yes, I would have paid for all that stuff. Everything that they included, like Borderlands, Fallout 3, yes, that is good DLC. But on the other side, there's the stuff from Capcom. Stuff like alternative costumes, or the hard mode to a game. That's just unacceptable. That's just... How in the world do you get away with even doing that? Like, I can understand maybe buying, maybe one of the costume packs because it looks really fucking nice, but to buy all of them, sometimes it's an extra $20, $30 out of your pocket for a $60 game you just paid for. Yeah, a load of fucking crap. Various versions of a game. Now, what I'm talking about, this is another Capcom one, of course, obviously. Day one, when the game came out, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I thought this was like the coolest fucking game ever. I got it home, played it, didn't really give a shit, really. It felt really lackluster compared to the other two titles that were already out and have stand the test of time that they are excellent games. This one, not so much, and even all my friends were just like, it's just not that great of a game. So, come to find out, months down the road, they released the Ultimate Edition. Now, during that time, they were also announcing the addition of 2 new characters to the original game. Jill Valentine and some Gorath character. I've never used him, honestly. I don't give a shit. I just thought he was really lame. But they didn't release them for the original game. They released it for the Ultimate Edition, which was another $60 out of your pocket. Sadly, I didn't have that kind of money, so I waited till the game was like in a $20 bin. I picked it up, played it, still hate the game, but 12 new characters and some more DLC. Whatever. It's just patches too. I can't stress enough how many times I have run into this. I just bought a game. Day one, like Castlevania Lords of Shadow or Skyrim. Go home, turn it on, 175 megabyte patch update before I can even get to enjoy the game. Isn't that swell? Just having to sit there and wait for an unfinished part of the game to finally jump right on fucking in. I love waiting. Pre-order incentives. Oh my god. I see this in commercials all the time. You know, there's like, get this game and get the bonus map, get these extra guns. It's Call of Duty. Who cares? You're going to get the guns anyway. Why pre-order it from there? Every store, Target, Walmart, Kmart, everybody's going to have the game. Heck, in like 2 weeks, GameStop's going to have it used for like an extra like $5 off. What's the point? The incentives make absolutely no sense. Just to save you money on DLC, which, yeah, I already talked about that. Game memberships. Oh my god, game memberships. Like Xbox Gold and PlayStation Plus. You know, I have it, it's alright, but to be fair, they exclude their other members from so many things, and to me it doesn't feel right. It feels like, hey, I bought a PlayStation, but I paid for a Plus membership, and all of a sudden I can get all these exclusive areas that nobody else can, who also forfeited the $300 to $400 for their system, who should be able to freely play wherever they want. To me, it makes no sense why you would exclude people from certain places. I don't know. It's stupid. The overabundance of FPS games. Oh my god. I see this every day. Go in, buy a game, Call of Duty. Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, 1, 2, 3, Battlefield, and all the other clones that are out there, just flooding the shelves, stopping me from finding a great game, you know, like a really excellent RPG or fighter, you know. Those are the games I like. I really don't want to buy any more shooters. I've got like maybe, 2 or 3 of them? Okay, that's great. I'm just tired of just having to shovel these things past me all the time. In sports games, oh my god. I think that's even worse than shooters. Just get rid of so many of them. Don't put out a title every single year. Maybe wait 2 to 3 years. Make it something special. Make it something more important than just, oh hey, we have to get this every year because it updated the roster. Okay, you could have just added a patch or DLC, whatever. It's retarded. Trending games too, like Guitar Hero, for example. I know it's way past the time of Guitar Hero, but like those games in general, there's Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Guitarsmith, all that crap. Before that, Dance Dance Revolution, and how many freaking clones of there were there? I mean, I don't even know. I stopped caring. I was more into, like I said, the games I love, because for some reason they never seem to trend. But just seeing this all the time, even like FPS games now, there are so many of them. It's, honestly, if I'm going to buy an FPS game, I'll just get Call of Duty because it has the largest fan base. It's got brand recognition, and quite frankly, why not? Makes no sense. Graphic hounds. There are people out there, and no matter what you tell them, you could say, hey, this one's really fun. This guy, for example, I love this game. I have put in, maybe 400 plus hours into this game. I absolutely love it. But you get these people, like, if anybody ever remembers when the first Crysis came out, everybody was just like, oh, this looks amazing. This is such a great game because look at how beautiful it is, how visually appealing this is. And I'm like, how does it play? I've played it a couple times. Honestly, it's a Call of Duty clone. I mean, there's nothing special about this. But everybody was just drooling over the fact that this thing was just like, oh, it looks so real. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. There are like 15,000 other games that are going to look even more realistic than this a year down the road. I really don't care. You know, if my games start looking more realistic, great, awesome. That's wonderful. I'm not going to grade it based on that, though. It's ridiculous. It's one of those things people just, they tend to think that this is why you buy a game, because it's supposed to look really freaking nice. Yeah, if something looks visually appealing, okay, that's a big thumbs up. But, you know, if it plays like crap, I'm only going to enjoy it for 15, 20 minutes, put it down, do something else. Not one of those kind of things that really interest me, but there seem to be a lot of people that do this. And finally, it's not the biggest thing that bothers me. I think the biggest thing of all was the QuickTime events, but this one, it kind of died out. I don't know if they're going to bring this back with, you know, the new Xbox One having the Kinect and whatever PlayStation 4 is going to have. The emphasis on gimmicky controls, and I'm talking about when the Wii first came out, everybody was like, oh, this has motion controls and it can, you know, you can wave it around and, you know, the system will know exactly what you're doing. And sure enough, you know, Xbox and PlayStation followed suit 4 years down the road, which by that time all the casual gamers were gone anyway, so it made absolutely no sense why they even did that in the first place. You know, that was Nintendo's thing. Granted, maybe a handful of the games actually worked with that gimmick. There are so many games, so many, especially Wii titles now, that, you know, like, oh, well, this is a gun game, and you can point your Wiimote and fire it, and it's a big pile of crap. So anyway, those are my 10 things that I absolutely hate about gaming. And what do you know? I mean, it's already run into 12 minutes now. Yeah, believe me, I could go forever about this, but I figure it's a YouTube video. It's got to be a little shorter than that. So, thank you for watching.